Good morning. It's Sunday. Shalom Aleichem. This is Rise Against the Machine. I'm Sloan, and we're going to be talking right now about TPS and why Trump's shithole statement has nothing to do with all of these African countries. Now, first of all, we're going to look at the definition of shithole. According to the Oxford English Living Dictionaries, shithole, it does say it is a vulgar slang, says an extremely dirty, shabby, or otherwise unpleasant place. Now, last time I checked, a lot of African countries, a lot of Central American countries, a lot of places in Asia, shithole countries, they're extremely dirty, shabby, or otherwise unpleasant place. Doesn't necessarily have to be dirty and shabby, could be otherwise unpleasant. So, basically, it was a true statement. Yet, was it wise to use, was it wise to use that statement? I don't think so. Do I believe Trump when he says he didn't use it? No, I think he has this, I do know that he has this habit of saying things that he knows is not on record, and then he denies it. That's Trump. But regardless, it wasn't a racist statement. It was just a hard language, which a lot of people use a lot of times. You know, there are a lot of black people that talk about, whites and even Mexicans and stuff. They use a lot of unpleasant language. Nobody protests it. And it's usually not even true. But this was, and he wasn't referring, Trump was not referring to the people, he was referring to the countries. So I believe that was an accurate statement, though not a wise one to use. I believe a lot of the misconception concerning TPS is because a lot of people aren't really educated on what TPS is. TPS has nothing to do with immigration. We're going to go here to the Department of Homeland Security website, to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services portal, and we're going to read what is TPS. The Secretary of Homeland Security may designate a foreign country for TPS due to conditions in the country that temporarily prevent the country's nationals from returning safely, or where the country is unable to handle its nationals. Like in Haiti where they had the earthquake. So we're like, oh, you can come stay with us for a while. Your house burns down, your neighbor 5 houses down is like, hey, come stay with me for a while. It's okay. It's always intended to be temporary, not permanent. The Secretary may designate a country for TPS due to the following temporary conditions in the country: ongoing armed conflict, such as civil war, an environmental disaster, such as an earthquake or hurricane, or an epidemic, or other extraordinary and temporary conditions. Temporary conditions. It cannot be stressed any more. It can't. It's temporary. It was always designed to be so. It's even in the name, TPS, temporary protected status. Now it says TPS is a temporary benefit that does not lead to lawful permanent resident status or give immigration status. Oh my gosh. So they're telling you explicitly that TPS does not lead to permanent residency or immigration state. It doesn't guarantee or lead to that. It's not designed for it. It doesn't stop you. It does say that it doesn't stop you from applying for it or anything. It doesn't affect that. But nevertheless, that's not for immigration purposes, all right? So, and the reason why I said that is because we have all these people talking about TPS, and it's always bringing up immigrants. Why are you bringing up immigrants? It's not about immigrants. Now, thing is that this is starting to blow up even more and more and more. We have started with South Africa. South Africa leading the diplomatic protest against Trump for using shithole country statement. And it's like, okay, but South Africa, they're like, we're not a shithole country. Duh. That's why, according to the same website, says countries currently designated for TPS. On the Department of Homeland Security website, says, and the only African countries on this list are Somalia, Sudan, and South Sudan. That's it. Nepal is on the list too. I wonder why nobody's talking about Nepal, huh? Maybe because they're not black enough. The thing is, Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan. Last time I checked, South Africa is not Somalia, Sudan, or South Sudan. So of course it's not shithole countries. That's why you don't have TPS. So why are you even talking? You're irrelevant. They're wasting their time. And then guess what? And now they're spending money for what? Security, for parade, for police, for all these things that they have to do to make these diplomatic statements. So they're wasting their country's money, basically, to protest irrelevantly. Now, Ethiopia is one of them. Let's see. Botswana, Ghana, Namibia, Senegal, African Union, Kenya, Nigeria. None of those is on the TPS list. So why are they talking? Because they feel Trump is talking about the people? Well, no. They know that has nothing to do. This is not racist. This is not racist because it's not talking about the people. Okay? It's talking about the countries. And you know that they understand this. Why? Because it says Botswana, with among the best social and economic statistics on the continent, has asked the administration to clarify if Botswana is regarded as a shithole country. So obviously they know they're not talking about the people. They're just talking about the country. And I guess they don't know how to read English. They want to waste the time and money to actually get President Trump to answer when they could just go to the website and find out for themselves in about 5 seconds. This shows how badly they really want to demonize Trump. This is getting ridiculous. And the thing is that wasting a lot of money, a lot of time, taking care of other people. I think it's good, but right now we need to take care of Americans. We elected President Donald Trump because I elected President Donald Trump because I wanted America first. Whether you're an immigrant or not. If you came through the front door, that's why we have a front door. The thing is, we're taking care already of illegal immigrants and then the legal immigrants who want to become citizens. It's whether you want to admit it or not, it is a burden on us. It might not be a bad burden, but a burden is still a burden nonetheless. Just because you're not carrying a pack on your back that weighs 50 pounds and it only weighs 5 pounds, it's still a 5-pound burden. So now we're taking in people from other countries because they have an issue, albeit a bad issue. Okay, fine, a civil war, disaster. Okay, but like your neighbor's house burns down, but you got a problem. You got a mold problem. Your wife just had a baby. You can't do it right now. It's not that you mean. It's not that you got a bad heart. You just can't help right now. So we're kind of being forced our hand by people who are citizens of other countries, always designed to be temporary. This has nothing to do with Trump. This has nothing to do with Obama. This is an old law or regulation that was designed to help people temporarily, like letting that neighbor to your house. But right now, we cannot afford a lot of that. And the thing is that these people who are supposed to be citizens of other countries, who are supposed to be going back, they want to stay here and change our laws that protect us and our economy. They take all that time and effort to do that, to change our laws. Why are they not in their countries doing that? Why are they not fighting in their country to change their society and their government? Because they're shithole countries. Why? A lot of these countries got a lot of nice natural resources. They got a lot of good stuff. But where is it going? The corrupt government, the police, the gangs, the terrorists, the pirates, which all work together with the corrupt government. They're the ones that are screwing over their own people, not Trump. I hope that everyone realizes now. You might not agree with the term that Trump used, but he's not talking about blacks. He's not talking about all African countries. I hope you now realize that TPS has nothing to do with immigration and is strictly a temporary status that does not lead to immigration status or permanent residency. And the government has all right to reject status, extend status, or not. Thank you for watching. Rise against the machine.